Okay. Hello, hello, welcome back. Today we have a guest star.
Hello.
It's my sibling Ash.
Welcome, welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
hey, don't be shooting at me. Don't do that.
We don't talk about the game that much.
Well, I don't care.
We're shooting each other, leave it alone.
Fine.
Today we're gonna be talking about some spooky stuff.
Spooky.
Hey, skeletons.
Exactly, spooky, scary skeletons.
Yes,
Um,
there is skeleton.
Ash will be reading some Reddit stories, and me and Emmy will be recounting some of our scary encounters or spooky encounters. Who wants to go first?
That's
Not
the
me.
question.
I mean, I can go first if you guys all want it.
Go, do it.
So
do
the
it.
one that's most persistent and most happens to this day is when I was living in Menominee, Wisconsin, after I'd moved out of my parents' house. I lived with my other sister, Callie, and my bedroom was in the basement.
Ooh.
And I wanted that. I actually wanted to live in the basement.
It was a pretty nice basement.
It was half finished.
Right. So it was a nice basement.
And I hadn't had anything happen to me until one night. I was laying in bed, and I woke up for some reason. I don't remember why I woke up. I just woke up. And I could hear the stuff on my nightstand moving around.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, it must be my cats. And I looked down, and they're right next to me, snuggled up. I'm like, oh, that's not cats. What is that? And this kind of stuff kept on happening. A couple nights later, I think, or some time later, I woke up to static noise going on in the basement, and I actually have a video of this.
You do?
Yeah, I have a video of it. I need to
Why?
show.
You never showed me.
I'll show it to you.
Hmm.
I woke up to static noise in the basement, and I was like, okay, maybe it's my TV. I paused the TV, and it still continued. And I was like, okay, maybe it's the washer or dryer. I'm like, the washer is on, but the washer's never made that noise, and it never did ever. It makes just a chunky noise, like a black, black, black.
Chunky
Frank
noise.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm dying, I'm gonna die. And so I don't remember if it stopped or if I went back to sleep and ignored it. But continuously, that has been the case with me, because after I moved out, whatever was in that basement followed me. And
Ooh.
he's a nice ghost. He doesn't do much. He opens doors, he turns on sinks sometimes.
Apparently, he closed fridges that
He was
someone leaves open.
He was like, you need to close the fridge. And, like, I've had caught him talking in my streaming thoughts.
You gotta show me those.
Wait, what?
It's on one of the authorization duty one. I was playing it, and I was talking to myself about how I was bad at the game, and I paused, and suddenly you could hear, like, yeah. I was like,
Oh!
damn!
Agreeing with you.
The
Ghost like, wow, you're terrible at this.
Yeah, the ghost agreed with me that I was bad at the game.
The audacity.
So, for the most part, he is pretty cool. He just chills, open doors sometimes, mess with your nightstand, I guess.
He doesn't peep on you when you're in the bathroom, right?
I don't know, man. I don't ask him these questions.
I don't know.
Does he got any free shows? The fuck?
He just have money. So that's a ghost that is in my life as we speak.
Well, nice to
And
meet you,
we
Ghost.
yeah, he's pretty nice, but we don't tell mom about it because mom doesn't want to hear about it.
We should get a Ouija board and talk to him.
Oh, no.
No. But I do want to do one time when we're streaming. I do want to do ghost things to test it, like the app Omar has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to do that kind of stuff.
That's
I do
one
want to
where
do
I'm
that.
gonna be far away.
No, you need to be here. We'll do ghost hunting together,
I
Emmy.
don't want the ghosts.
He's a nice man. It's okay.
Maybe he'll go haunt you.
I don't
he's
want a
nice.
man ghost. I want a pretty
But
girl
he helps.
ghost.
He helps.
And another thing that proves that he existed was when I was living with my ex. We had a closet in the hallway, that didn't have a doorknob on the inside.
Oh, I think you remember telling me
The
about this
mop
one.
closet.
Yeah.
And it was always closed because we never went into it barely. And one night we were just laying in bed talking, and suddenly we heard something like not slam, but something hit each other, and we walked out into the hallway, and there the door was open.
Maybe it was the ghost telling you need to get the fuck out of there.
Probably. And he also did turn on the sink a couple times after me and my ex broke up, and I was like, they aren't home. My ex is not home. I can attest to that. He was never home. So like he's done a couple things here and there.
Or maybe he tried not to make you feel lonely. He's like, I'm here. You're not lonely.
It's
Exactly.
okay.
And Yata's not scared of him, so it's fine. I'm sure the ghost is a nice man.
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
If Yata was scared, then it'd be a different thing.
All of a sudden, Yato's in there, the door closes.
That'd be
No.
So that is one of my ghost stories. I don't have a whole lot other than that because the other ones were when we were younger and we flipped ourselves out.
No. We should talk about the triangle in the driveway.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. But Emmy, did
Mhm.
you have a story or did you have any comments on that?
I have my own story, but I can wait until you guys are done telling your spooky story.
No. I already finished mine.
We'll come back to the other one.
We can
Okay.
I haven't named my ghosts, so if we want to name them or figure out their name, we can do that as well.
Is your
Oh,
name Jerry?
Bob.
No, he would not be a
Bob.
Jerry. I accept Bob over Jerry.
Fine.
But
Hi,
well,
Bob. Nice to meet you.
he is happy to meet you too. He's a very nice ghost. He
Oh,
just
good.
chills. He's just vibing.
He just vibbing.
Vibbing. Okay, Emmy, I want to hear your ghost story.
Oh, okay. So I was 15. My mom worked a lot because she's a nurse, so she was almost never home. And this was a weekend. I wasn't at school. It was this sounds cliche, but it was raining. I'm not trying to make it sound cliche. It was raining really hard. And I already have had a couple of like not bad experience prior to this, but weird feelings like I felt like I was being watched. Like you know that feeling,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
that
I hate
uncomfortable feeling. I felt that several times. And then this day it was really bad. But I had a migraine, so I tried to take a nap. And when I woke up from my nap, it was really dark in my room because it was like storming really bad. And I
Yeah.
got kind of freaked out, so I tried to turn on the lamp. And when I stood up to turn on the lamp, the door behind me shut really loud, my bedroom door.
Ew.
And then I was like, at first I'm like, oh no, it's storming outside. That means, you know, like the window's probably open somewhere. The wind is like rushing or
Yeah.
something. No, none of my windows were open. There was no other doors open in the house. That one shut really loud, really hard behind me. And then my dog, who I still have, by the way, the older dog, he
Oh,
started
yeah.
panicking and running up and down the stairs. And I started panicking because I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. There's this things, my door is slamming, my dog is freaking out. And I swear, okay, I'm not trying to make it like sound cliche, but I swear I went downstairs in the kitchen and I swear I felt something touch my neck.
Ooh.
Like a little hair or something. Like I thought it was my hair, but it felt like something cold touched my neck, the back of my neck.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and I couldn't sleep for like 2 days.
I do not like that.
That is fair. I wouldn't be able to sleep either.
But that one was well, I have another story actually that Rach was involved with in the same apartment. But
Ooh,
I can tell
Rachie.
that one later. Yeah.
I love Rachie.
So that happened to her. This is I'd be retelling what she experienced, but it's in the same apartment.
Oh, interesting. So that apartment's haunted?
Can confirm.
Good. At least it didn't follow you.
I hope not.
I mean, mine followed me, but at least mine is just, he's vibing.
Hey, Vibin.
He just wants company, honestly.
I don't blame him.
He must be.
Are
My
you
tarot card is
lonely?
still here, so I should assume he is still here. Because otherwise, why would my tarot card say that? You know?
He's here.
I love how Ash says they don't believe in ghosts, but they're like, let's tell the story about the triangle in the driveway.
Okay, the triangle in the driveway is just so. It's so.
Weird.
It's more of like an unexplained event than like. I mean, it was scary for us because we were what, like 12 and.
No.
No.
No. I
We
was
were in the
in my
teens.
own. I had my own room at that time,
Yeah.
so it was after Anna.
But
moved out.
still, it was.
We had been watching some Netflix documentary about like unexplained events on TV,
Oh.
and no one was home except for us two. And I think the last one we had been watching was about aliens.
I'm pretty sure it was.
And we were just vibing, you know, chilling out. And I don't know why we decided to look outside.
No. I went to bed because it was late and it was a school night. We were still home alone. But so what had happened was you called me on the phone, I think, because I think at that point I had my own phone. And you called me and you're like, can you bring a flashlight to my room? I'm like, why? I'm up in bed. And you're like, just do it. So I find a flashlight and I go to his room. And he's like, look outside. And I look outside, and at first I don't see anything. And then I see, literally, not right in front of me, but like,
It was in the right
almost
before the driveway.
right before the driveway on the road. There's like this almost transparent little white triangle that we see.
Oh.
Right. And so we're trying to figure out what the hell it is. So we take flashlights through the window. We open the window to see if we can get the flashlight on it. Nothing's working. Like,
I thought it was a trash bag or something.
yeah, we thought it was a trash bag at first. And then we take a picture.
And I have it.
I do too. I still have the picture. I take a picture. We both do. And then we call our dad.
We're freaking out, sending him pictures. We're like, oh my god!
And he's just being funny and sending us alien gifts.
Stop.
And then they get home, and their car starts to pull into the driveway, and as soon as like their headlights hit it, it slowly disappeared.
And then once they got in the driveway, it was just gone.
And
Ooh.
we
Like-
never saw it again.
And I want to establish we lived in like a really small ass town where there was
Yeah.
barely any streetlights or anyone outside or anything like that. It was just like, what the hell?
Oh man. Oh, that's aliens.
Wisconsin, and Wisconsin has a lot of like alien reportings apparently.
Oh, that's aliens. Can confirm.
And confirmed.
Right.
Okay, we got it. Confirmed. Emmy has stated.
Emmy approved.
Approved.
But it was the weirdest thing.
Especially since we had just watched something creepy and like spooky
Right.
as shit. We're like, what the heck?
Like,
I
And
don't
it was-
know.
it was kind of transparent. Like
It was like, yeah, it was like you could see through it a little bit, but you like,
but you couldn't see fully behind it. It was kind of like, you know, murky water when you put your hand in and you slowly start to go down and you slowly start to like lose sight of your hand.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what the triangle was. Like we could
Oh.
see a little bit past it or behind it, but if you went further, everything started to like just there was nothing there.
and we were
Ooh,
both too
creepy.
scared to go outside to check it out.
I wish we had gone outside to see what the fuck it was.
No, don't be the
Right?
white horror people things.
We are white. Shut up.
But you don't gotta follow the horror stereotype.
Horror.
But like, I want to know what that was. Like, what
I do
was it?
too.
Like, what happened? What, like, I looked online and some people were like, oh, it could have been a light reflection off of something else.
But
I'm like,
our street had no
It had
street
a
lamps. It had
few.
one.
but also, if it was a light reflection, it would have stayed after the parents pulled in the driveway.
Right.
Like, I was like, okay, what the fuck
And there
was
would
that?
have had to have been something there that was reflecting that light as well.
Yeah, and it would have still been reflecting.
And there was
light.
nothing there.
So we got spurred that night.
Oh yeah.
I think
That's
I slept
scary.
in your room at that night.
Maybe, I
'Cause I
don't
was
know.
like, I don't sleep in my own bed anymore. Fuck the ferret.
Fuck the ferret.
I had a ferret at that point.
Oh, poor
was-
ferret. Goodbye, ferret.
We
Sacrifice
loved
to the
ferret.
aliens.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Like, what else would it have been? Alien? Paranormal? What was it?
Right. I mean, we could not.
It was weird at me.
Anyway.
Spooky, spooky.
So that is one of our stories.
And I realized I do have something that's kind of scary that happens to me. Not regular, but pretty often.
Okay.
I get sleep paralysis.
You gotta let
Ooh.
Emmy tell her story first about Raichi.
Oh, do that! I want to hear that story.
Okay. Yeah, so same apartment. It was a small duplex, and Rach and I still kind of do this sometimes, but we used to play a lot of hide and seek in the dark.
Yeah,
Um,
I play that all the time.
It's really
Oh.
fun. We used
Oh,
to go extreme though and like place traps for each other to fall into.
Oh god!
We were really Yeah. So Rach, I had put so many traps on the floor that Rach decided, you know what, I'm gonna hide in the downstairs closet so I don't trip on anything and make noise. And so she did. She said she went downstairs and hid in a little small like utility closet that we had. And she said she heard me like, being creepy and being like, Rach, where are you? And then she said that she could feel something touching the back of her head.
Ooh.
And she thought it was like a coat or something, since it was like a little like used like closet that we just put random shit in. But she
Mhm.
said when she turned around, there was nothing behind her. And
Ugh.
then it continued to grab, like something grabbing at the back of her head. And then all of a sudden, I was down there looking for her. And she just bursted out of the closet and was like panting. She was like, and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, no, something is touching me, and I don't like it. Something is touching me, and she said she could hear like breathing.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate it.
That
So
is
that was that.
gross.
Oh, I hate it.
haunted
Oh, I
haunted
do remember
duplex.
A duplex?
It was a duplex.
Ooh, interesting.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we used to play hide and seek in the dark all the time and like roast in the graveyard?
Yes.
Oh
I
no.
No, but it was fun. Like
It
we
Fun.
have a lot of siblings. We had a lot of siblings back then.
There were 7 of us.
Oh my.
Yeah. So we would play Ghost in the Graveyard and we would play Hide and Go Seek in the Dark. And it was the most fun time we ever had, and we would all get along.
Yeah.
Like there was no fighting, there was just laughter and screaming.
Aw.
Screaming at me.
But yeah,
Screaming is good for
I
the soul.
remember that. It was so much fun.
Aw.
What? I
Good
wanna.
times.
You know, Emmy, if you ever come over to visit, or if I ever come to visit, we should play games like that. and
Oh
get
yeah,
silver.
absolutely.
Oh my god! Everyone gets a little tiny camera.
Yes.
Love it.
Or a GoPro on their head,
Love it.
and you just do that.
You'd just see me with the camera really close to my face going,
Oh my god. You'd ruin the whole thing.
yeah, I know I would. Ow.
So this apartment, that apartment is haunted officially.
I'm haunted.
Haunted bitch with some person who likes to touch people.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
like to touch people. I don't know if it was male or female, but whatever they were, they love to touch.
Pervert.
The pervert.
Like Emmy, like a ghost.
It's me as a ghost, touching people's hair.
Basically. You know, if I was a ghost, I just want to be the weird ghost. I don't want to be serious.
I want to fuck with people.
Oh yeah,
I
me
just
too.
want to scream scabetti.
Like, I mean, okay, that's kind of fucking with people, but I want to hide people's shit,
Wow.
but make them think they're going insane, not make them think that there's a ghost.
Wow.
But I want to do it to like really terrible people.
Yes.
I mean, remind me not to double cross ass again.
Ass.
Ash again? Your name is now Ass.
No. I already get called ass by Remy.
I know.
What? Eat him up.
It's our nephew?
Yes.
Nephew? Yeah, nephew.
He's like 3, I think.
Oh.
No.
He can't say words very
Oh,
well.
okay. Oh, well. I was gonna say
He's
beat him
not
up.
perfect.
I'm his favorite person.
Debatable.
I don't know. He's
Ooh.
been asking for me all week.
I think it's because you look like me.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, the drama. Oh, the tea.
I'm loved by like every single child I meet. For no reason. They're like, oh, Aaron, let's go hang out with Aaron. I'm like, okay.
Aaron!
And I'm all awkward about it because I'm like, children.
They don't sense it. It's fine.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with you. And they're like, oh, come here, follow me. I'm like, okay.
The
I'm just,
children.
children like me. And this is how we get off topic.
Oh, yes.
About that.
That's fine. We like getting off topic. We do it all the time.
It's the
Who said
chaos
they
part.
liked it? Who was the one that said they liked listening to us ramble on about random stuff?
Foppin.
Foppin. We're doing this for Foppin.
Yep. I know
Yeah.
you're listening, Foppin. Call them out.
Foppin needs this, Ash. Leave it alone.
Can confirm.
Can confirm.
I swear, if I get I plan to start my own podcast about scary things.
I was actually thinking about doing the same thing.
Yeah, so I want to do like scary stories, unsolved mysteries, true crime things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it just covers a whole broad spectrum. Oh God.
You're picking up me.
I am. It's not good.
It's not good.
Anywho.
So Ash is gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
Because now they
Awesome.
have my computer to use for doing that. And we'll have to be guest stars on there. Since you're gonna be on ours.
Yeah.
I know so much true crime information.
Good.
Emmy, you just need to move here.
I know. I wish money wasn't a thing.
I know.
Oh.
But you know, if you ever do move here, that we'll go apartment hunting for you.
Apartments.
I love looking at floor plans, Emmy.
I will gladly help decorate.
Oh, good, because I'm bad at both.
That's okay. That's okay. One day we'll be together.
One day.
What was the story you were talking about, Ash?
Oh, yes. So, I get sleep paralysis. And it's not like the bad kind where like people will see crazy shit when they're in their sleep paralysis. Mine is more of I wake up and I cannot move, like at all. And I want to move because a lot of the time it happens when my face is like in my pillow, so I'm literally suffocating, but I still can't move.
Well,
Yeah, so it's kind of bad.
So if I wake up one day and you're just dead, it's from that.
Basically, I mean, don't rule out foul play, but you know.
Who would foul play you?
Stroll?
Astro loves you.
I don't know. Sometimes I think she hates me. Anyway, so that's scary. It sucks. And it happened in class once. Like, I accidentally fell asleep in Mr. Anklam's class.
Oh, well.
And I was trying to wake up. Like, I'm awake. Like, I'm awake. I can hear what's going on and everything.
Oh, it's when you're asleep but you're awake.
Yes.
I've had that before.
But, again, I could not move at all. Like, I could not move any part of me. Like, I could think it and I could feel like I was moving parts of me, but I could, like, it wasn't moving.
Oh.
Scary.
The only way that I actually got out of it was Mr. Anklam walked past me and he went like this.
Oh god.
And moved me, and then I got out of it. I'm like,
did you thank him?
No, because I didn't tell him about it. Because I feel like he would have said, don't be making up excuses in my class.
Would he say that?
No, he's a pretty cool teacher.
Yeah, I was about to say, he'd probably be understanding and be like, oh, Well, I'm glad I did that for you.
Right. But yeah, so that's my scary thing.
That's more not spooky scary. It's scary scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, one day I could potentially not wake up.
Me too. If that
Fun
bunk bed,
times!
if that bunk bed ever falls on me, yes, me too.
Stop!
I'm terrified of the bunk bed collapsing on me when I'm asleep, Emmy.
I'm glad when I had a bunk bed with my sister, I was on the top.
So you would have crushed your sibling.
Yes.
See, Emmy would want to do that to me.
Oh, good. So if Emmy's ever here, we can jump on the bunk bed while you're asleep.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Cool. You
It'll
ready?
be a
You
soft
down?
crunch.
Stop. Oh. Wow, Emmy.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Oh, God. Oh, no. So this is my friend, Emmy.
Well,
I'm
now
weird.
I have there's so many of your friends that I want to be friends with.
I have a lot of cool friends.
You
in streaming.
do.
We're friends. We're friends.
Yes.
Yay!
Emmy's cool. And neat and sweet.
Ah, thanks. I like friends.
Yeah, of course. I love you.
I love you.
All right.
I thought I had. Oh, yeah. I remember another one now. When we were living in Booner,
Mm-hmm.
and my bedroom was in the basement with Callie.
Oh yes, are you talking about the one? I think I know which one you're gonna talk about.
I was sleeping in my bed, and I woke up one
Speaking
night.
of Callie.
I woke up one night and I was like, I can't see shit because we're in the basement and all the lights are off and yeah. And I was like, I'm looking for my phone and I couldn't find it. And I was looking around and on my TV stand, it looked like there was a red candle burning and I knew there wasn't. And now I do recognize that the red candle could have been just the PS3 button,
Yeah.
but also it was moving. And I was like, is that supposed to be moving? That moves. And so I was like freaking out, digging through all the shit next to me, trying to find my phone to pull out and turn on the flashlight. And suddenly I looked over. I decided to look towards the exit to the bedroom. And
Gross.
in the basement we had a dehumidifier. You needed one, especially that basement. It flooded.
Yeah. It still floods.
It floods. Our bedroom was down there. And so this dehumidifier casts a blue glow. Not a big deal, right? And I looked at the wall, and the blue glow was casting a shadow that looked like someone was tied up in a chair and someone else was standing over them.
Oh my goodness.
And there was nothing in the vicinity that would have casted that shadow. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on here? I want to say what kinky shit's going on here, but that's not what I thought at that age.
I was gonna say that's a bondage ghost.
Bondage ghost. So, like, I don't.
Maybe the candle was part of their kink.
Oh yeah, wax play.
Yeah.
Or there was someone who was tied up in that basement who got tortured to death.
No, because that house was a DIY house.
Yeah. DIY, they could have cemented someone in that basement.
DIY, use bodies for your cement.
Exactly. Emmy gets it.
All right, I'll stop talking then.
So that was very fucking weird. That house had a lot of stuff happen in it. And I do miss it. I miss the scary stuff.
I actually thought about, I talked to Mom at some point about possibly buying the house from her, and then I'm like, no, it's a fixer-upper that
It's a
needs
shit
a
house.
lot of work. I love the house.
Yeah.
I love the layout, but it needs to get fixed.
It's so much work and it's in a small town. It's not worth it.
Right.
No.
A small town with a terrible education system as well.
It's better than the South, let me tell you.
That's true. It is better.
Yeah.
And it has gotten better over the years, but still, it's
not great.
I love the house. Same with the grandparents' house. I love that house, and I would love to keep it in the family like Grandma wants. But
Well, there's a chance that they're gonna leave it to someone in the family.
oh, most
When they
definitely,
pass.
they'll probably leave it to our aunt or something.
Yeah.
But
I'm
anyway,
just, I'm sitting here like I'm not gonna get left anything.
because I love that house.
Mhm.
There's a lot of shit that
I
went.
wanted the yellow house.
I know, but pipe bursts in it, and
It's not being taken care of well by the city.
actually, I think someone bought it because the last time I drove past it, there was an American flag hung up.
It's being taken care of by the city and rented out. And they pulled up all the carpet
Oh,
and didn't take the side paneling off.
Ooh.
So it looks like shit.
Jesus. And it's like a Victorian house too, like it was built back then.
Whoa.
I love Victorian styled houses, Emmy.
It was a beautiful house.
Ugh. They just make me Victorian style houses get me.
To get you going.
Yeah, if someone were to buy me a Victorian styled house, I'd love them forever. It'd be like, yeah, baby, let's go.
What about the one that's in Spooner? The one that was at the top of the hill?
That one was cute, but I want one with a tower.
That one had a tower.
Ooh,
I
a
don't want that
castle?
one because it's in Spooner. I want one
Okay.
in the city. I'd still like it, but I want one in the city. But, so Emmy, you know the way to my heart now.
Gotta buy a Victorian house.
Yes, and then you'll get me forever. I'll forever be in your life no matter what.
Ever.
But those are, I love little old houses because they have weird stuff going on in them. And like, as much as get scared of that stuff, at least when I was younger, I want it now.
You
Give
want
it to
the
me, baby.
hauntings?
I want the hauntings. I invite them. I want to go to a haunted place.
Oh yes, we definitely should do that.
Jen.
Yes, Jen has. Didn't Mom just give Jen a book of different
Yeah.
places,
I also want to go to
different states?
there's an asylum in the East Coast that you can go tour at night because they'll let you. And I want to do that with
There's-
Willow because Willow doesn't believe. I'm like, that's because you've never experienced anything, Willow.
I feel like it would be fun with Willow.
Yes.
She would make jokes to the ghost.
And then she'd be like, "Oh, well, this could be explained by that or that." I'm like, "Okay, let's go look around. Let's see if we can find if that would."
Let's lock you in a room.
Let's lock you in a room. You didn't hear that, Emmy.
No, thank you. I don't want the ghosts.
Do you have any other ghost stories, Emmy?
Off the top of my head, besides it touching my hair all the time, no.
You've never had a ghost talk in your VODs?
I have heard voices when I was like going back and editing the recordings, but I can't ever say for sure if it's not like the video game or my neighbors. But I definitely have heard deep male voices, like whispers.
Well, is it the same thing every time?
No,
Or the same voice every time?
same voice.
Then I would say it's not a video game, hon.
Is it like a corpse husband type of deep voice?
Not quite corpse husband, but like Dollar Tree corpse husband.
Okay.
Love that description. I would probably say then no, that's a ghost, Emmy, because if it's the same every time, not every video game has the same voice.
I'm trying not to think about it, okay?
Stop, you're scaring her.
Oh, it sounds like he just wants to be famous with you, Emmy.
No, ghost. You can't
I've actually
non-consensually invite yourself into my videos.
Well, how is he supposed to ask you?
Oh no, touch my hair.
Touch your hair? You want him to touch you?
That's how I know he's there.
Okay, then, Ghost, you heard her.
Yeah, touch my hair.
Touch it.
Touch it.
Oh, what if I felt something? Oh, I'm getting creeped out.
Oh, God.
I'm getting creeped out.
That would be a very creepy.
Ooh,
Like,
gross.
that's what happened to me. Like, I don't get a bunch of them. It's usually when I'm playing scary games. And the thing is, they're loud enough to the point where if I was playing that game, I would have noticed that voice. And I would have been like, wait a minute.
Oh,
That
definitely.
was in the game, but it was like, no, this was not in the game.
Mine aren't loud. They're very, very quiet and subtle.
Yeah, mine are loud enough for me to be like, I would have heard that if I was during that stream, and I would have said something, and I didn't. And so I'm like, ghost, and he was agreeing with me that was stupid.
That's
So,
mean, Ghost.
yeah. No, he loves me. It's fine.
Ghost prank?
So maybe we should make a compilation video of your ghost talking to your stream
That's a good idea.
and just be like, here guys, this is our other star of the show. And I know you can't hear him very well, but this is what he says to you guys. He wants to tell his story, Emmy.
You just vibing.
Vibes. I feel like most ghosts are just vibing. They actually don't mean any harm. They're just vibing and want you to know that they're here.
Probably bored.
Well, yeah, they're dead. What are they supposed to do? Like, what? They can't. Like, they can barely touch objects that much unless they have a bunch of energy.
That's true, and I don't even have energy when I'm living, so
So that.
Wow. I'm trying to think if there's any other incidents other than like stuff happening in Spooner, and it could have been like something else. Ash, what are you doing?
I'm so sorry. That was so loud.
It was like because again, my bedroom was in the basement, and my friends and I fucked around a lot down there. We made up a whole story about basement gods.
basement gods.
Sorry.
Yes, and what stayed in the basement, what happened in the basement stayed in the basement.
That's a good rule of thumb.
So we were like, if you talk about what happens in the basement gods will be upset and kill you.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, but that didn't actually happen. We're fine, Emmy. Like, I'm talking about right now, I haven't dead.
Says you, I'm dead, I'm a ghost.
Oh, wait a minute. Ash, I have your proof. Emmy's a ghost.
Confirmed, I am a ghost.
I don't know how it happened, but
I
it
have a ghost on
happened.
my shoulder. Always.
What?
Yeah. On my VTuber, I always have a ghost
Oh,
there.
yeah!
There's your proof.
That's your ghost friend talking.
Oh, that's true. It is little ghost.
Yeah, he's just vibing.
You vibing.
So, like, when we were younger, we did a whole bunch of, like, random rituals and stuff,
I'm
how we
sorry,
do.
what?
Yeah, my friends and I fucked around with Ash a lot. One time we locked Ash in the bathroom with my friend in the shower without Ash knowing, and we told Ash to do the Bloody Mary thing,
Oh
and
no.
then when Ash was done, we had my friend jump out and scare the fuck out of them.
Oh no.
We did a bunch of that kind of stuff in the basement as well. So,
Ew.
it didn't help
No, it didn't.
anything.
I hate you for
And
it.
we had we had a
was
homemade Ouija
terrified.
board. I do have a Ouija board, Ash,
I know you do.
but it's bent because Daphne laid on it and bent
It still works even if it's bent.
it.
The only way to retire it is you have to cut it
Also-
into 7 pieces and break the planchette in
That
half
Ouija
and bury
board?
it.
I left at Spooner,
Uh-huh.
and then it showed back up in my stuff
Yeah.
after I got to Menominee. I was like, the fuck you think you're doing here? Why do you think you're following me? So I have a Ouija board too that follows me that's bent from a cat.
No,
It's been
thank
black.
you.
It's okay, it's been blessed by a cat.
This is true, but it's still got a ghost on it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the ghost doesn't do much.
Says you, I'm a ghost too.
Oh, wait, what if that Menominee ghost is actually from Spooner?
Mmm.
Emmy, what if the ghost from Spooner is with me and it just followed me with the Ouija board? Oh my god, I see a gnome. Gnome!
No.
There's a gnome hiding. I don't know if we can
You have a
get it.
ladder.
Spooky.
I also have extension. I can get an extension. Oh. So I guess I have Maybe that ghost is just vibing with me through my whole life.
Just simply vibing.
Vibes. You know, it just happens. We just vibe all the time. You know, um, uh, how do I get out of the shop? How do I get out of the shop, Emmy?
Close tablet right
Oh.
there.
So I don't think I have any other stories from myself that I can think of right now. Unless you had any more, Emmy or Ash.
Well, I have Reddit pulled up, so whenever we're
So-
able to, or whenever you guys want to start, or want me to start reading Reddit things.
Emmy?
And you can start reading. I don't think off the top of my head I remember any other spooky instances.
That's fair, that's fair.
Cool, cool. So, the one that I'm reading from is Night Shift, so nurses and doctors and things, so you know it's gonna be,
Ooh.
it'll be good. So this first one, the Reddit user deleted it, so I don't know who it's from, but so I will start now. So, one night I was removing medical equipment from a room at 3 a.m. while the body is on the bed in a body bag. Ew,
Yeah.
gross.
Eh.
The
Squishy.
patient had the patient had died earlier, so I wasn't aware of their story. This particular breakdown took a few minutes, and no other staff was around. The body bag was white and looked like it was made from a tarp-like material. I mean, aren't all body bags kind of made with like a tarp-like material?
I feel like it. I
Right.
don't know, man.
Because they have to contain all the juices.
The
Juices.
The bag appeared to be shifting very slightly. It was hard to see movement because the only light came from the hallway. Why didn't you turn on the fucking lights in the room?
Maybe they aren't allowed to during those processes? I don't know, man.
What? All right. Um. I could hear a slight rustle from the tarp that came at regular intervals. There were no breezes or open windows. I tried to look a little closer, but I never got any satisfying visual confirmation that it was moving. My solution was to hurry the fuck up and pretend like I didn't notice anything.
A vibe.
I would do the same thing though. Oh.
I mean, you need to come up here on the roof with me.
What happened?
Just come here.
Did you put dicks?
No.
Oh.
Just come here.
I can't
I'm
swim.
Just reading one of the
Right here.
from the
Right
next
there
ones.
over there.
Ah.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
I put a dick for you.
Thank you. I love it.
Continue.
All right, so this one is from Liminal Waffling.
Waffling?
Waffling.
I think that's their name. I'm not sure. Is that a penis?
Yes. For Emmy.
Oh.
Emmy wanted it.
Can confirm.
Okay, so this one, they said, I'm the night miller in a flour mill. Our mill has been running since the 1870s with upgrades in the 20s, 30s. So the 20s and 30s. Everything is still adjusted, no computers or automation other than the start-stop and the production scales. Milling used to be an extremely dangerous profession, and it's still not one of the safest. So that's a little bit of backstory. I catch flashes of people walking around out of the corner of my eye 3 to 4 times a week at the end of the roller mill line or on the other side of the sifter line on the next flight of stairs. There's only 4 of us in the building at night, so I know it's not my coworkers, as they'd have no business in the areas I'm talking about. About 6 months ago, I was dropping the measuring tape in the flour bins to figure out how much space we had left because we hadn't gotten any trailers to load in a while and were tight on space. While I was squatting down, reading the tape, I noticed legs out of the corner of my eye. They approached and stood next to the bin hatch, waiting for me to be done with my math. I figured it out. It was our loader. Oh, some of these words they use is weird. Anyway, so their loader came up to see if we were going to run out of space. I finished up and rolled up the tape, stood to talk to him, and by the time I was standing and turned, whatever it was had faded away. This was a solid presence. I 100% saw pants and work boots while I was concentrating on my tape and math. It wasn't hostile or anything, just interested in what I was doing. That's my spooky story.
Ooh.
I want more spooky things in my life.
No!
Yes! Emmy, please help me.
I will send you all the ghosts that I know.
I just want to go ghost hunting. I want to go to haunted places. I want to go explore, but not by myself. I will not go by myself.
Not.
Because I need someone else to die if we're gonna die.
Damn. So you'd rather take someone else down with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
At least then we'd be together forever.
Well,
And
if
we'll be the
you-
ghost.
Yes,
then
exactly.
we can hunt people.
Exactly. You get it now.
Ooh.
And then we can make out. Not me and you, but me and Emmy.
I was gonna say.
Me and Emmy can make out then.
Hot ghost
Isn't that
tapes.
Yes. We're caught on tape with us making out as ghosts.
Hey, confirm.
Oh my goodness.
We have just checking the time of how long we've been recording.
How long do you usually go for?
About an hour.
I think this one will take up a good. This is a nice long one. See.
Well, let's see if Emmy has anything to say.
Yeah.
I'm lagging.
Do you have any input?
No.
No. Okay.
Alrighty. Ready for this one?
I'm ready as ready ever.
So, this one is by a Reddit poozer. Poozer?
User.
Is that what we're calling them now?
I guess so. A Reddit user that goes by Miserable Skylar.
Oh.
Vibe.
Well, I mean, their name is Skylar. They must not be a good person anyways.
It must be.
I'm sorry, anyone named Skylar out there. Just every Skylar I've met has been horrible to me.
Terrible person. Oh, except for the Skylar from Virginia.
Yeah, but we were also like small children. You can't be a very horrible person as a small child.
That's true.
Not very much.
Anywho, so when I was around 15, my family and I moved into a 3-bedroom house. My older sister chose the bigger bedroom, and I didn't really care much at the time. I got the smaller room down the hall, which kind of looked creepy since there was a window right at the end of the hallway, and my bedroom would be on the side of where the window was. So when you go out of the room on your right, you'd see a small window on the wall next to me where the hallway ends.
Okay. How's that creepy?
I don't know.
I
'Cause that-
mean, is this creepy?
I don't think it's creepy. It sounds normal to me.
You need a window. Do you
Right.
not like light?
A lot of hallways, I mean, except for ours, a lot of hallways have a window at the end.
We like light. We're
Light.
human beings.
Cool, man.
Maybe they're a vampire.
What was that?
Maybe they're a vampire.
Oh, I love vampires.
That makes more sense. Anywho,
Mm.
as I was getting my stuff into my bedroom, I saw something odd which looked like a nail which was on the windowsill. I ignored it and just went back into my new room. Little did I know that this house was previously owned by a crazy old woman who had died in this house. My parents told me this after when things started to get worse. So, as I unpacked everything and sorted my stuff, I felt a cold breeze come out of nowhere. Mind you, it was a freaking summer.
Freakishly warm summer, probably.
Yeah. And was very, very hot during that time. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a black figure unmoving right where the window was. I was 6 to 7 feet away from it because I was in my room. During this time, I froze and felt tingles down my spine. I quickly ran downstairs to my parents and didn't have the words to explain what just occurred. After calming down for a bit, I told them about the black figure, and my father went upstairs with me to check up on it, but he said, "You're not a child anymore, Sky." Ew.
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 Die.
I felt hurt because he thought I was playing around with him. He then checked everywhere. My room and the window were closed, but wait.
Are you struggling?
Yes, my brain, no work. My
No work.
I felt that.
in the window closed but there was nothing. That last sentence made 0 sense.
Someone doesn't know how to spell.
Or
Me.
someone doesn't know how to read.
Or that.
Anyway, a few hours went by and we were all eating dinner.
Ash lost everything.
No, it's fine. I got it. My older sister was in a bad mood and was texting her friends at the table, which she always used to do. I was the talkative one whenever it was time to eat dinner with my family, but in reality, I'm just an introverted girl. Same. So I was asking how Dad's day went, and he said it was okay. Suddenly, we heard a loud thump come from upstairs. You kind of see the hallway because that's where the stairs led up to and downstairs is where the dining area was, next to the kitchen. Oh, so their hallway was in the dining room, and you could see up it. Okay, that part made sense.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Anyway. My dad then asked, "What was that?" in a concerned tone. He got up from the dining table and grabbed his old bat that he always kept in the kitchen if we were ever in danger. He slowly made his way upstairs and heard more sounds. It got louder and I was scared shit as daylight.
Okay.
Right?
Shit as daylight.
He then got to the final step and went to stand in front of my room. He also looked to the side where the window was outside in the hallway. No one was there, but sounds came mostly from my room. He tried opening the door, but it was locked. How could that be? I never locked it, and there was no key to lock it or anything, anything that makes it locked.
Just say you can't lock the door.
Right.
Why is this person describing this much detail?
It's like they're writing a damn book.
Right?
Ghost Story Wattpad edition.
A lot of this is like misspelled too.
Oh,
So clearly they didn't proofread before they posted it.
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, where the fuck was I? Oh, there it was. It was an old doorknob. My dad began to push all his body weight against the door, and it finally opened so hard that he nearly fell over. I wanted to see what the commotion was about, and I ran upstairs so fast to see if he was okay. My dad told me he was fine and the door was only stuck. As he was talking to me in my room, I just felt like looking into that window, and what I saw was dreadful. It was that dark figure standing outside, looking through the window directly at me. I screamed so loud that the neighbors could hear it. My dad rushed to me and didn't see anything. I told him something was there, but he just couldn't see it, and then the figure vanished. No one believes me to this day, but I'm glad we finally and eventually moved out of that creepy house.
Ooh.
Fucking
Okay.
figures that show up out of nowhere.
Shadow figures.
I hate them.
That's what they're called.
I know, and I hate them.
I picked up some lingo from paranormal videos on YouTube.
Only some.
I only watch one dude, to be fair, Omar, because he's such a sweet dude. Except for when he's like... The one thing I hate is the whole stereotypical thing that people believe all witches are bad or witchcraft is evil. It's like, dude, don't listen to the internet. I mean, don't listen to the news.
Right, yeah.
Witchcraft is not evil unless you make it evil.
It depends on what type of witchcraft you do.
But you could do that with every religion.
Right. I mean, look at Christianity. No offense to anyone that is Christian, but the way some people take it,
yeah,
and it just.
But other than that, Omar is a sweet little person. He's not really little. He's a big dude, but he's nice. He's a nice guy.
He treats the ghosts with respect.
Is he a
And
ghost hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he mostly just likes to explore abandoned places.
Which makes sense, because I would love to do that.
And now he's doing more of he tries to find reason for something happening before saying it's a ghost or paranormal. So if something opens, he's like, okay, maybe there's a draft or something, so he'll go check it out.
Oh,
So he's
nice.
doing a lot more of that kind of stuff. He's a nice dude. So that's more where I learned my lingo from. Because
I learned mine from Supernatural.
noise.
Supernatural.
Love my baby Simon Dean.
Cass and Dean.
No.
Yes.
No!
Yes. Ash is upset with me, Emmy.
Why no?
I just don't see them that way.
Even though it's canon.
Okay, yes, but I still don't see it that
It
way.
doesn't matter, it's canon.
Okay, but let me think what I want to think.
But don't deny that it's canon.
I'm not saying that I'm denying it that it's canon, but I just don't want to see. I don't see it that way. I never did.
That's okay. I love Dean and Cass.
Cool, and that's your opinion, but for me, not for me. Does that make any sense?
What?
I don't know.
You okay?
Oh,
So Ash is upset with me, Emmy.
Too bad
I know,
I've never
I mean-
seen Supernatural before.
That's okay.
you should watch it.
There's too many episodes for me.
You
That's
should
what I
watch
get told. I should watch it, and then I do. I get overwhelmed by all the episodes.
Yeah, that's why I don't
it.
watch
Don't
it.
get overwhelmed.
I can't watch it because of all the episodes.
It's my favorite.
There's too many episodes. There's too many.
That's fine.
Way too many. So that's like, unless anyone else had anything else to say about spooky stuff.
I can't think of anything.
I
Watch
will
me later, like remember, and then I'll be mad. But I can't remember right now.
We can talk more about spooky stuff on another episode. It's
Yes.
not like there's only one time thing.
Just make sure you write it down.
Yes, that.
At one point, I do want to make a podcast episode about dreams, so I want us to.
Oh, I
write
have some good spooky dreams.
I have some good dreams because I have an average of 3 to 4 a night.
I don't remember mine, so.
Well, you're just a guest star.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if I come on here next time, it better not be on that one because I don't remember any of my fucking dreams. Anyway, but I will say, I did not tell you this because I told Mom it. The other day, when we were still asleep, I was up in my bed and I heard a hey. And I thought it was Mom coming to wake me up because I was going to the clinic with her that day. But no, she wasn't even there. And then I looked at Floof and she looked at me and then she laid down. I'm like, was that you?
Was that you?
Floof, did you speak to me? Anyways,
Floof.
that's something
Who've
interesting.
spoken to you?
So was my ghost talking to you, or was I talking to my sleep?
I think it might have been you talking in your sleep.
Maybe.
Because that's all I heard.
It could have also been the ghost saying hi.
No,
And
why
then,
would
like,
you
welcome in?
why would they go, hey?
To welcome you in.
Like, bitch, don't say hey. Just say hey.
Say hey.
Maybe his voice is just raspy. That's how his voice is. Don't judge him.
Field voice.
Yeah, don't judge him.
I'm gonna. Ouchies.
That you deserved that.
No, I didn't.
Emmy, did you have anything to say about spooky stuff?
Spooky no.
No, okay. Then I think that will be it for this episode. And
That was
we'll
fun. That was
definitely-
fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad we're keeping up with this finally.
Get out of here.
I know, right?
Because we were not doing so good last year.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. But I think with the schedule, it works for us.
Yes.
It's not too much, but it's not too little.
Yes, much
but
better.
yeah. It was nice seeing you guys.
Yes, it was fun talking about spooky things and getting me all creeped out.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We love you, Emmy.
I love you guys.
Yay.
Yay! Yeah. No one's ever said they loved me.
Oh, I do.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
okay. Yeah, bye
people.
bye bye.
Bye.